Okay, so this right here is what I like to call bait. And comic book authors have started doing this every now and then. Like, they will choose a theme that they know it upsets YouTube critics, so that they go ranting on and showing that they didn't read the comic, or that they don't know what they're talking about, right? So it's good to just let it go every now and then. You don't have to fight all the battles, right? Like, this one is not that bad, and I will explain why. The problem that I have when they put the woke ideology into comic books is not the ideology itself, but it's the fact that they change characters. Like, the characters act in ways that they normally don't, just to push in the woke ideology. Like, for example, female Thor, who basically is upset that is beating up a couple of bank robbers, not because they robbed the bank, but because they made fun of feminism. You know, like, that is cringe. And the reason that doesn't work is because you have to change the character in order to fit the ideology, right? But when I read this, I mean, the story is bad. I don't really like it, but, like, it doesn't really change who the Joker is. So the story is about Zatanna casting a spell so that the Joker never has children, but the spell backfires and actually makes him pregnant with a mud monster. I mean, like, it makes him pregnant with shit, I guess, right? So he keeps the baby, and then he gives birth to it. This is not something that the Joker would not have done in the past, and it is done in a lighthearted way. Like, it's not trying to push the message that men can be pregnant, right? Like, the Joker is a one-off, and it's because of the magic of Zatanna. It's kind of like that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger getting pregnant. You know, it's treated kind of like that. Like, it's a funny story, basically, right? It's a lighthearted, funny story. I read the comic. It's still a bad comic because it's DC, right? But it's not trying to push a political message. Okay, unless you say, well, we live in 2023 and everything is political, and, you know, like, men pregnant and they're virtue signal. But that's why it's bait, right? Like, that is why they want the culture critics to go after this, to expose them that they haven't read the comic, to expect that they will say something that's not within the comic, to go like, see, these guys don't even read our comics, and how can they criticize them if they don't read? That is what they're trying to accomplish. But I have read it, and again, it's not something that the Joker wouldn't do. It's not something that Zatanna wouldn't do. All the characters are acting according to how they should act. I'm not saying it's good, by the way. It's just like, it's not. I don't see it as being woke. That's my point. All right, like if 10 years ago this would have been done, no one would have complained. It's not like trying to push the message. At least not any more than any other DC comic does. And the art style is horrible. But, alright. So that's my point. You know, like, if you want to criticize it, read the comic. That's what I want to take from this, right? This is the message that I have. I'm not saying you should buy it. I'm not saying you should read it. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying if you want to criticize it, read the fucking thing. If you don't read the thing, don't criticize it. Simple as. Let me know what you guys think, though, and I will see you in the comment section. Take care.